right, let's bring in U.S. Army Afghan war veteran Fazel Haqmal, who also joins me now from Washington. Good to have you on the show, sir. You are a veteran of Operation Enduring Freedom, as an Afghan American, you supported the invasion to remove the Taliban at the time. Looking back, was it all worth it?
Well, when the invasion, as a matter of fact, when the United States attacked the Taliban to remove them for sheltering Osama bin Laden, I was in Afghanistan at that time. I had not moved, and I was listening to President Bush's speech that morning and delivering a very promising speech to the Afghan people at that time. I believe that was a decision worth it. The Afghans earned a lot. The Afghans did not have a government, did not have democracy, did not have institutions that we have today. I think that's what the Afghans got, and the Afghanistan is much better in terms of having those institutions. I think it was a proper decision at the time, at least for the people that were in Afghanistan, that were living under the Taliban, under repression.
Okay. That being said, what do you think President Biden and the U.S. did wrong in Afghanistan? I mean, could there have been a different outcome than what we have now?
Einstein, when you make policy decisions, you do not have all the best options sitting on the table to pick from. But I believe that the way we started the negotiation, the way we engaged the Taliban in Doha, I think we could have done a better job of engaging them and providing more opportunity for the Afghan government to be a part of the most crucial moments of those negotiations, instead of excluding the Afghan government, excluding the Afghan leaders. And I think when the U.S. reached an agreement with the Taliban, that was when the Afghan leadership, the Afghan government, was brought in to have talks with the Taliban. I think that provided the Taliban a leverage and give them a legitimacy, which they used, and they leveraged that legitimacy to start sending strategic messages and messaging the Afghan leadership, authorities, combatant commanders, members of civil society, media, and that was to surrender. On the top of it, they committed, and they started to perpetuate a chaos, enacted chaos by targeting members of civil society that were pro-democracy, pro-government of Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. So that that failure was caused by the negotiations in Doha.
Okay, Fazel, I'm sure you can see some of the pictures that we're playing as we're speaking to you. I mean, I want to ask you what you feel and think when you see these pictures of desperate people trying to not only flee the country, but sort of soldiers carrying infants, crying, men, women, and children lying on the floor in dire condition.
Look, I know what the friction is like. I have been to combat. I have experienced combat. I have lost members of my family. I still have my family living in Afghanistan, and they're going through the same process, through the same pain as everyone else. I have friends that live in Afghanistan. Some of them contacted me about 4 or 5 days ago that they were asked to report to the airport to be evacuated. And when I got a note from them as of today, as a matter of fact, they were still in their residences. And I was asking them what was the reason that they haven't been able to leave Afghanistan. Yeah, they said they could barely make it to the airport. And what is really, really dangerous here is that these guys have their documents. They have proofs of employment with the U.S., with NATO forces. They go all the way to the airport, risking their lives. As they come back, there are a lot of checkpoints from once they leave the airport, and they get searched. They're toured. One of them was telling me that as he came back from the airport, he did not get evacuated with his family. He was in taxi going home. And unfortunately, the Taliban were running checkpoints, and he had to literally get out of the taxi and play as if he has some mental issues and started walking because he had his all documents on him and putting his life at rest.
All right. A U.S. Army war veteran, Fazel Haqmal, thank you very much for joining us. I do appreciate you coming on.